We made a decision when I came into office back in March that we would aggressively pursue drug dealers that were killing people as a result of the way they cut their drugs, whether they were cutting it with fentanyl or other deadly substances.
After putting this plan into action, the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office had 5 indictments this year, including defendant George Stokes. On February 1st, Stokes was indicted on 29 charges, including 3 strict-liability homicides for the deaths of Hector Santos, William Ang, and Caroline Boothby, all which occurred this past summer.
For so long, they didn't want that stigma to attach to their loved one, that they had died of a drug overdose. It was a very embarrassing situation in our society. We've decided to embrace that, to encourage people. Look, it's more important that we find the person that contributed to your loved one's loss as opposed to covering up how they died.
Prosecutors and police are encouraging family members, friends, and others involved in drug-related deaths to preserve the scene by keeping everything as it appeared when the person overdosed. From this, investigators are able to retrace the person's steps and hopefully determine who they purchased the drugs from.
Bottom line is that victims and their families needed some closure, and it was no longer acceptable just to have someone overdose from drugs and say, well, that was their fault. So instead of blaming the victim, we're actually aggressively pursuing people that have a very important role in their death as well. And those are the drug dealers that are pushing this poison out onto our streets.
Drug dealers can face at least 20 years at 85% before parole.
We hoped that it would have a chilling effect on drug dealers and to make them understand that they would be facing very substantial consequences for their actions.
I'm Nina Contento for SNJ Today.